Hi guys, it's Michelle McCosh and we're live at 5. Hey Stephanie, how are you doing? Hey Kathy. Let me find a piece of book paper, I think. Hey Jen. Hey Michelle. In the same time zone today? Hi Aletta. Yeah, it's very confusing, right, when you're on the boat? Because I saw you saying hello after the fact. You know what I just realized I don't have is my black and white quote books. So, must be in storage. I'll have to have a look. Hey, Eliana. Okay, let us. So the only thing new came in. I was supposed to get a paper arts delivery tomorrow, and I knew it wasn't going to come because I hadn't had my customs invoice. So that will actually be here Monday, which is when the new release is. And I have the new release in stock. But this was stuff I needed. So the only thing that came in today was a magazine. It was delivered to the wrong address. So it's a couple days later than it should have been. Latest issue of Art Journaling. This is the spring issue. Nice cover. Looks a bit like the houses from one of the 49er Market collections. But let's see who's in here. We've got, let's see if our friend Mags is in here. So just flicking through so you can see it. It is under Just In if you want to get your own copy. You know, I used to do a lot of Asian pieces years ago. I haven't done that in a while. I have to revisit that. Emphasis on the journaling. Cute with the shells and the seahorse. So it is in stock if you... I know we have a bunch of fans of this one. Nice vintage one with some textiles in it. And there's Mags. So, hey Mitzi. Oh, so Mags has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages from her Bright collection. Alright, so in stock if you guys want it. Okay, let me put my issue somewhere safe. Alright, okay, let's finish this guy up. So we got as far as this yesterday. What I did after the live, we had used some of the Lisa Horton inks on this, and then I rubbed over it with, hi Anne, I rubbed over it with the wax, and I think that looked a little bit more steampunky. And I did that just to cover up the word paper pack or something. And then I have some gears, and I took a gear, grunged it up, glued it down. But we just have to cover this side and this, and add a couple embellishments, and we can be done with this. So again, I'm going to use Asian words on this one. So let's just trace. Again, I would have used the die itself had I been more organized, but I was not organized today. So I'm going to cut on the inside of that line. We are sold out of this paper now. Not this paper that I'm using. This is book paper, Japanese book paper. But the origami paper. So we're sold out of that. I have left a message to see if they're bringing any more in so we can get more of it. But as of right now, it's sold out. Okay. Let's just... There you go. Cut this one down a bit more here. That'll work. I believe tomorrow's Friday again. We have our fountain pen meetup on Saturday. So I have to bring some chairs in and clean them. I'll do that tonight before I go home. Okay. And then let's see what... It's kind of the back, but I don't think that matters. Oops. I was going to say, oh no, I've lost my paper trimmer, but I just put it over here. Come inside that line so I have a gap, or border I should say. Now let's trim this. Anybody got exciting plans for the weekend? So outside my room here, my demo room, where I keep my supplies, I have a pin board. I'll have to take a photo and show you. So my plan is every time I complete a project on a live, I can pin it up out there. And then when people come in and they want to see it, oops, I should have checked that before I did it. Then they know where it is. Okay, so let me work on the inside. We have this one ticket. Let's grab, I'm going to grab a little bit more of the steampunk. And then yesterday we did this. I did put some acetate in it last night. So you can see that. Yeah, I'll have to do that, Stephanie. Okay, I have leftover chipboard pieces. This was from a Stamperia project that I did. And I just have it in a drawer. So I'm going to alter... Oh, that's okay. It ripped in half. we'll just use the bits. Okay, so let's make anybody tell me what I did with the one I had that was whole? Gosh, I'm just so clever. Ooh, a piece of bark fell off our tree on the table, so I've got a piece of bark for a project too. I'm kind of excited. Let me grab another piece of... There you go. Put it down, then dropped it. All right, so what I think I'm going to do, this is green patina. Now, you don't need gesso with Paper Artsy paint. I do like to use gesso, so normally I would do that, but so Mitzi came in today and took my abused brushes with her to try and bring them back to life. So I'm going to put that in water so I don't kill that one. Okay, I've got some copper luster wax. It should hold, actually I should hold it up so you can see the difference when I'm done. So that's just it painted with green patina. I'm going to add some metallic over the top. This one is rose gold. I'm going to also add a bit of gold. So let me grab that. What was the last one you put your hand on? They're out soaking in alcohol now. It doesn't take long in the alcohol. The problem is that you have to remember to take it out before it evaporates. Okay. So let me hold them up so you can see. Let's put a bit more rose gold on that one actually. When I went home yesterday, I had washed my hands and then I came in here and did something else. And when I went home, my steering wheel is now a lovely color. Okay, so let's grab a piece of white paper. So it gives you more of a vintage, aged and weathered look. Although you don't really see much here. But it looks quite good. So I just think it needs to have some gears. I also need to put a closure on here, and I've got to put the hole back in. I have this piece as well. Okay, let's find... Oh, here's that piece I lost. So I'm just going to glue that on here. So there's new tissue paper for next week. I don't know, I think I saw that on Instagram that it had been announced. And Mitzi, I knew would love it, and she was here today, so She did grab some. Okay, so it has like a little tiny butterfly in there. And that would be kind of cool, actually, if I filled that with glossy accents. I'll have to do that, and then, so I might put that there. Let it dry, so it becomes, you'll see it better through there. And then I've got half a piece here. So let's glue that onto something as well. I'm trying to be mindful and use some of my older stuff up as well. Because it's always like new, right? I love the new just as much as you guys, but I do want to incorporate it with the old. I'll just put that down there. I think I want something else here. I did pull this because I wanted something for the magnifying glass, and I was thinking I could perhaps find a small butterfly. I think this one's too big, although it does look good in there. Let's leave that. So these are my 49er market bits. It's too big. So that's a bit smaller. That one's smaller as well. I have this one. This bug would be nice, but it's got a lot of white around it, and so I don't love the white. So I can tell which ones are Arden and which ones are 49 Market. I mix them up in here. But obviously, double-sided is Arden. Okay, maybe I'll put a stack of books in one of the pockets. I just need some bits. I'll come back and have a look in there. Oops. Yeah, see, I don't like the white. Now, I did have a piece of paper that I cut. For the background. Here it is. I think you can really see the white. I think the others, although I do like them, won't show as much. What do you guys think? Oh, let me show you so you can see. So the green, I don't think you see the butterfly as well as if I use the white one. So what do you guys think, white or green? Let's see what the yellow looks like. Oh, yellow's not too bad. White, green, or yellow? You guys pick it and I'll use it. White or yellow, Mitzi? Okay. Yeah, and I've also lost my tiny little Tim Holtz little bits and pieces that I have. I had a tin with tiny bits in there. It's missing. So I've got 3 yellows, a green, and a white. Okay, we'll go with yellow because that's the most. Okay. And then, Ileana, you can find this on the door as soon as the live is over. And thank you for putting that stuff away from me yesterday. Okay. There's the magnifying glass. So we'll pop that one in there. I've got a little stack of books and some tickets that we'll pop in as well. Needs to be clipped. Do I have any paper clips handy? Like little ones. No, I'll have to go in my drawer. I've got some really tiny little Tim Holtz ones, but I know where they are, so I will clip that together because then I think it would look a little bit better. Let's see if we've got anything else that can come in here. Okay, let's staple that together. I don't know why that didn't staple. Got one broken one and 10 working ones, and I'm sure this is the broken one. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to staple that later and then paper clip it, and I think that'll be nice as a little cluster. So let me just glue it in place so that in case I don't find the stapler. Okay, and then I need to do I want to put the hole in the tag, or do I want to? I think I'm going to put a little hole here. Let's make a little closure. And then this will close up. So I do have some brads. What I need to do is go and grab my twine, and I'll put a little bit of twine through that brad, and then it can just tie it closed. And we have one last, that looks kind of dumb. Way too big. Let's just see what this looks like. But cute from that die. Cute little project. You could put a gift card in here and give it to someone as a gift as well. I'm sure it would fit a gift card in here. Let me check it. So hang on. I have yep, gift card will fit in there. Look, this is a room key, but same size. So a gift card would fit in here. So if you wanted to make a nice presentation, let's see if I actually like that. So let me paint this as well. Because I put my brush in water. I'm going to use a finger. dry that, and then we'll junk it up. I'm going to add just a little bit of black ink on top, and I'm going to hold it up so you can see the stage as it goes through it. White paper. Because how close can I get? Well, I have to take my word from it. There's some black on there as well. Love the smell of that luster wax. Okay. All right, I think that's it. I can't glue it. Who are the releases? Joffy, and Paparazzi themselves are the releases. Paparazzi has 2 different releases. One's like a more modern look, and the other one is their vintage look. So I can't glue this down until I put my fiber in underneath. So I'm going to put the fiber in, and then it will close like that. And then I'll wrap it around and, put it in here, wrap whatever it is around, and then tie it off so it keeps it closed. So that's that. No, she's still designing. Trying to think what the last one we had from her. I know it was in 2025. We had a bunch of really cool miniatures. We still got some of them. I'll try and use some this week because she had a great release. So, all right, guys, that's it. Again, that is while we still have it in stock. This die. Obviously, there's a piece missing. For the envelope part, but it's a Studio Light SLES-CD39. It's under Just In if you're interested. So we have it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at 5 tomorrow. And I'm going to use that piece of branch. Bye!